Leo Grenadier, VIP TV, down with Karl Ince at his gym, and we're going to have a little chat about the up and coming season, because it's going to be very, very exciting for you, mate. You've got 3 lads who possibly could be fighting for the British title before Christmas.
Yeah, it's like a dream come true, isn't it?
Yeah. 3 at once.
3 at once. Yeah, we might have the opportunity, especially well, 3 of them, you know.
Well, we'll talk about Shane first, then, because that has been made mandatory, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Against Bradley Skeet, which is a big ask again, because Bradley's a big lad. He's growing in confidence now. He's the champion, but it's a fight with the right game plan. It's just winnable.
Yeah, you know, Skeet's a very, very skillful fighter. I rate Skeet. He's one guy what I didn't want to fight. You know, we didn't want the fight to happen, but now it's a mandatory. We're going to go full bore. We're going to, you know, analyse it, and then when we start the training camp for the fight, we'll have a plans, and you know which way we're going to go.
That's out for to see who's going to get the fight, to promote it, aren't they? And that's got to be done by, is it the 20th of August?
10th of August.
10th of August.
Yeah.
So hopefully that'll set something up for perhaps the end of September, maybe beginning of October.
Definitely, yeah. At least as long as we get the 10-12 week camp. He's in now. He's training now.
I know he's doing the bleep test outside, isn't he?
Yeah, he wants it. He wants it so much.
Well, I think I did a little interview with him about a month ago, and we was talking about this, and he was hoping to be made mandatory. It wasn't guaranteed at the time, but it has been now, and so he's a very, very happy man, isn't he?
Well, it's like we don't need the sun. He comes near with a big shine on his face, like so. You know, since he had the Eggington fight, he's matured. He's improved. You know, his last fight was a great fight.
It was.
But you know, I didn't expect him to do the devil, to do that.
No, I don't think anyone did actually.
Early on, you know, and he caught him in the first round, and that knocked our plans out the window. Because we thought we was going to get him at the latter stages of the fight. But he boxed really well. Still made a couple of mistakes, what we're trying to improve on, and you know, just a great win for him.
But as I was saying, he's got that natural instinct. He likes to finish people, and when he got his opportunity, he took it, and he took it really well, didn't he?
Oh, he's got the killer instinct.
Yeah.
That's one thing about Shane. When he says something, he'll finish it off.
And he's got a full camp here. No excuses here. We're going to have, you know, he's back in training now. He's only just come back in, but he's been ticking over for the last few weeks. Hopefully, when you finish your holiday, proper camp starts for this.
Yeah, it'll proper start. We'll have a date when I get back, and then we can start from there. Or he might even have a fight before then.
Yeah, just a little 6 round or 8 round.
6 or 8 round, you know, just to tick over.
Perhaps on one of our shows.
Well, yeah, hopefully so. The Eddie Hearn was meant to be on the Eddie Hearn on the 24th.
Oh right, when he had to crawl on the card.
Yeah, so he could be on that. We don't know yet, so we'll wait and see.
So that's Shane, but then you've got, who's guaranteed now a final eliminator, is Tommy Tatum.
Yeah, so proud of the lad. He's improved no end.
I was talking to him the night Rick fought, and for me, he's one of my most improved fighters that I've, you know, go around chatting to. Because the kid was always strong, always had power, always been in great shape, but he's got some skills now.
Yeah, he when he first come to the gym, he was very raw. But he had a big heart, but he didn't know how to put it together.
No.
But now he's thinking like a boxer and hitting like a boxer.
He's hitting.
And he generates some power.
Well, that was a problem. He had the power, but he couldn't really, as a professional, he couldn't really get it landing there, could he? No. And over the last, I think, 3 or 4 fights, it's all come together.
This last 12 months, he's improved no end.
Yeah.
And he. You know, and adjusting all his movements now, and what's happening, it's all coming together. His timing, his balance, everything's coming together. His movement, he's a very hard man to pin down. You know, now he's punching through the target with his punches. He's very, very dangerous.
I mean, he got that knockout against Karl. Was that at Blackpool? Was it the second round?
Yeah.
Stopped him, and I was really impressed with that, because not many people do that to Karl. Not so early on anyway.
It was at the warehouse.
Or was it with the warehouse? Yeah, it was, sorry. And I was really impressed with that. I was like, ooh. Then we got this, it was a bit of a bogey card, really, when he fought like Eric McCosey.
Well, I looked at his record. He just beat a couple of good guys, and I thought this kid's this kid's dangerous. And I analysed him, but I felt very confident with Tommy, knowing that he's going to go all the way in my eyes. So I just felt, well, it's a tester for him, but I know that he would have beat the lad. And it was just a devastating 2 rounds. You know, the way the lad come at him.
Yeah.
He wanted to knock Toby out, so it proved to me that Toby's got a chin. He's got a chin, he's got that heart.
But Toby, was it the 5th round stoppage, was it?
Yeah.
And I think it hurts him in every round. Even though the kid was in the fight, he looked total control of it for me. Toby didn't, I wasn't worried at any point for him.
No.
Until the first time I seen him in the ring.
I just needed Toby to just calm down a bit. Just calm down a bit, not be as rash.
Yeah.
And we'll just work on blocking and defending and countering. And he started to just calm down after 3-4 rounds. He started throwing his body shots, catching with body shots. But that guy kept getting up. He reminded me of the guy from the jungle. He was, he would have. I think he would have eaten Toby if we'd had the chance. He was that mean. He looked that mean as well, didn't he? And I thought, gee whiz, and. But Tommy just proved then he's ready to step up, and I think he's there.
Well, there was talk of him before this fight was made of maybe fighting Jose Burton.
Yeah.
Now Jose's got to defend his title against Frank Bullononi.
Yeah.
And then told me if he comes through, which you're sure he's going to come through against Liam Conran.
Yeah.
He will end up fighting the winner of them two.
I'm no disrespect to Liam, but I'm very confident. Tommy's a very dangerous fighter, and I don't think anybody can handle Tommy. Especially if there's going to be a fight as well. If he comes to fight Tommy, there's only going to be one winner.
Definitely, I agree with that. I think Liam was a middleweight who was killing himself to get down to that middleweight, and then he suddenly jumped. I thought he should have maybe gone to the super middleweight. And he didn't. He jumped straight up to light heavyweight, and even though he's had some good wins, Tommy's massive, and I think that's going to be the difference. He's not going to have the power to.
He's a professional. He does it right. He's dieting, he's nutritional, he does everything right, and that's why I like training Tommy, because he's easy to train because he does everything right.
Yeah, he listens.
And he listens as well. And as he's getting older and he's getting more confident, he's just turned to that perfect fighter you live in the gym,
Yeah.
I
would say I spoke to him when Rick was fighting on Saturday, and I just said, for me, we was talking before, because it got a bit noisy with everyone doing their exercises there, but we was chatting about Tommy, and I was saying most improved fighter that I've seen over the last few years. He's gone from, like I say, just being a strong kid to being a real threat at that light heavyweight division.
Well, he's been sparring with some great lads. Samide, he's been coming down sparring.
Sam's a cruiserweight as well.
Cruiserweight, and they've been having some great spars. But Tommy's been having to be on his ball because Sam's a great fighter and he can bang as well. So he's, that sort of sparring helps us,
Yeah.
And we've got a great gym here, and they all wanted to learn and move on. And
not only that, I mean, your original boy, Rick Godin, if it gets accepted, possibly he could be fighting a final eliminator, and then hopefully be fighting Liam Williams for the British title. And again, this is all.
That's a dream come true for me, that, because
they're dead noisy, you two. Go and change your rooms. Go and change your rooms. Get in changing rooms.
Nothing shared.
And then we've got Rick, like I say, who he's been on this level for a long time, come through his injuries, he's come back, and he just wants that chance, doesn't he? I
think people probably forget, because boxing is very fickle, that, boxing moves on, it's that Rick were ranked number 2 in Britain 4 years ago, before, and they had his injury, and that he was out for over 12 months.
Yeah.
And whatever, longer than 12 months, and
well, he came up in an argument at the press conference for the Liam Williams and Gary Cochran, because obviously Gary had beat Rick to get this crack at the title, And
well, let me give you the full story on that then. Rick only had 3 weeks to prepare for that fight.
Yeah.
At the time, I said, Rick, no, we can hold on. We don't know. And Rick will mention it to you. No, I want to take the fight call. I need to get back up there. I said, well, Corcoran's a very tough kid.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't realise how fit Corcoran was. 3 weeks, we've been sparring 3 weeks, padding 3, you know, we've been doing our work for 3 weeks, so we didn't have the right preparation. I preferred it if he would have said no to the fight, but at least we you know, we took the fight, he lost the fight. And at times, early on in the fight, you know, Rick looked brilliant. But then after 4 or 5 rounds, he blew up because Corcoran was just non-stop pressure fighting. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you this now, and Corcoran's not going to like this. Rick got him on the day where he's very fit, will beat Corcoran, full stop. But after 4 or 5 rounds in that fight, Rick blew up because he hadn't got in his tank. Since that fight,
inconsistency as well.
And since that fight, Rick has stepped up again to the level. Now we've just seen him fight at the weekend. Right, it was only a 4 rounder. Should have been a 6 rounder. And I could see that his timing's back.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm very happy, quite happy if they ever make that move for us, to fight Leo Williams. I'm quite happy to take that fight.
Well, like I say, hopefully Steve Wood's in the process of trying to arrange a final eliminator. We're not sure who it is, and we're not sure whether it's going to get put through. But if it does, then hopefully, again, like you say, you could have 3 men all ready for fighting for the British title before Christmas.
Yeah, we're in a fantastic position in the gym. And like I said, it's a great gym. It's a buzzing gym, and we've got some great lads. And these lads have been brought up from nothing.
Yeah.
And we've got them to a level now, and I think I've got
Which is what you've always wanted, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got 2, 3
your
lads.
Babies, aren't they?
I've got 2, 3. I would have got 2, 3 lads in the top 10. Definitely got them in the top 20. So, and you know, it's a great gym. They're learning, we work on stuff. You know, it's just, you know, it's all this hard work is
beginning to pay off, mate.
Pay off and benefiting. You know what we've been doing.
Well, I know a year ago you were doubting things, weren't you? You know, things hadn't gone right.
I think every trainer gets down. You know, and I analyse and I watch all trainers.
Yeah.
You know, you never stop learning, and I analyse trainers, and I'm thinking, you know, they've got themselves in a great position because certain lads have come to their gym and met the trainer. You know, and
you're making the fighter, so you're doing it the right way, mate.
Yeah. You know, there's a couple of trainers now, young trainers who I used to help train. You know, and I'm proud of them for what they've done. You know, and they're moving up, especially like to Gary Lockett. Yeah. Even Michael Jennings now, he's stepping up the mark. You know, I trained Michael, I don't know, for 4 or 5 years.
Down at Colliers, wasn't it?
Yeah, when I was at Colliers, you know, and you know.
Were you helping him then when because he challenged, was it Cotto for the world title, wasn't it?
No, I'd left the gym then. I wanted to do my own thing. I did my apprenticeship with Brian. I did about 3-4 years in the gym, so I learned my apprenticeship as a trainer.
Enzo,
I had to train Enzo McAnally. We won the European title. We fought for the world title. He got beat, but like Enzo said, that my style of training was different to what Enzo was used to. And I think Enzo was a great guy. But the problem was all that travelling from Wales to up here, you know, and they got to the stage where, you know, he said, I can't do it anymore, Carl.
I was saying to you earlier on, you know, because when I first met you, you had your elite boxing down in Bolton. Yeah. And, you know, you was travelling a long way, but you had this place in your mind for a long time, and now this is...
I've always wanted a training camp, like we have in what they do in the Big Bear in America.
Yeah.
Like,
Gustav Myers place.
Yeah, and I just feel if I can convert a gym into that sort of environment, and I can just concentrate.
And it's a beautiful place here.
Oh, it's a great...
And when the sun's shining like it is today.
Well, it's like being in the Big Bear, isn't it? We're just short of the mills, that's all. But we've got the hills just up the road. You know, and it's a long journey for a lot of these lads to come here, but, you know, they come here because they want to be here, and I appreciate that. And you know, I'm hoping.
And you've got some real good young talented kids. I mean, Morgan's one of my favourites.
Yeah, he was unlucky in his last fight, but
you know,
it's a learning curve for him.
It was a great fight, and it was a great war, and it probably gave him a little kick up the bum that he needed. You know what I mean? Because it's his fitness sometimes that lets him down.
Yeah.
But
well, it's
style
of fighting. His style of fighting. And I'll be honest with you, I'll be quite brutal about this. He can't. He's a bad dieter. He's not. He's a young kid, and he's not learned his diet right. Yeah. And this is what affected him in this fight. He's been told and touch wood, he's learned from the lesson. He still wants to carry on. He still believes that he can be up there. And I believe
definitely, I do.
So let's hope he's learned from there. You know.
Right, Karl, it's been a joy. A real pleasure again. So hopefully I'll be chatting to you sometime beginning of next season with 3 lads ready for perhaps a British title fight.
Yeah, wouldn't it be fantastic?
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant.
Take care, Karl.
Thanks, Lee.
Bye bye.
Cheers. Bye bye.